Welcome to the enchanting world of kefir, a truly living food, brimming with vitality and history. We're about to embark on a journey into the heart of fermentation, exploring a beverage that's both incredibly simple and profoundly beneficial. Kefir has been nourishing communities and cultures for centuries, passed down through generations as a treasured source of health and well-being. Its origins are shrouded in mystery, but its impact is undeniable. While you can find kefir in most grocery stores these days, remember that kefir isn't just a store-bought drink. It's a dynamic, tangy, and effervescent creation that you can easily make in the comfort of your own home. It's a rewarding process that connects you to the origins of this ancient beverage. The secret to this magical transformation? Kefir grains, a living, breathing, and ever-evolving community of beneficial microorganisms working in harmony to create something truly special. These aren't your typical grains, they're complex ecosystems. These grains are the very heart and soul of authentic kefir, the key to unlocking its unique flavor and probiotic power. They empower you to make endless batches of probiotic-rich kefir, ensuring a constant supply of this healthful beverage for you and your loved ones. Each batch is a testament to the power of natural fermentation. Think of your kefir grains as a cherished pet residing in your pantry, a low-maintenance pet, but one that still requires a little love and attention. Feed them regularly with fresh milk or sugar water, care for them by keeping their environment clean, and they'll happily transform ordinary milk or sugar water through the magic of fermentation into a delicious, healthful, and incredibly versatile beverage that you can enjoy every day. By making kefir at home, you're not just creating a drink, you're connecting yourself to an ancient tradition, a lineage of fermentation that stretches back centuries. You become a part of the story, working in harmony with the microscopic life that makes it all possible, witnessing the bubbling, effervescent transformation firsthand. You're not just passively following a recipe from a book or website. You're actively participating in a living, breathing process, a dynamic interaction between you and the microbial world. You'll learn to observe and understand the unique rhythm of your grains, adapting your methods to suit their needs and preferences. The appeal of making your own kefir goes far beyond simply saving money compared to buying it at the store. It's about taking control of your health, fostering a sense of empowerment, and embracing a more self-sufficient lifestyle. You have complete control over the quality of the ingredients you use, ensuring that you're only consuming the best. You can adjust the fermentation time to achieve your desired level of tanginess and effervescence, and experiment with different flavors to create your perfect kefir. Whether you prefer a mild and creamy kefir or a tangy and bubbly one, the choice is entirely up to you, allowing for endless customization. This hands-on approach to kefir making demystifies the often intimidating world of fermentation, making it accessible and enjoyable for everyone. It reconnects us to the origins of our food, reminding us of the simple, natural processes that have sustained humanity for millennia. It's a reminder that some of the most powerful and beneficial foods are also the simplest to make, requiring minimal equipment and effort. They simply require a little patience, a keen eye for observation, and a willingness to learn from the living cultures in your care. So, whether you're a seasoned fermentation enthusiast or a curious beginner just starting your journey, this comprehensive guide will provide you with all the knowledge and tools you need to get started making your own delicious and healthful kefir at home. And, more importantly, to keep your precious kefir grains thriving and happy for many years to come, ensuring a lifetime of probiotic goodness. So, let's begin this exciting journey together and witness firsthand the quiet magic and profound satisfaction of collaborating with nature to create something truly extraordinary. Kefir grains aren't grains like wheat or rice. They're a symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeasts, or SCOBY, clustered in a matrix called kefiran. Milk kefir grains are opaque and rubbery, while water kefir grains are translucent and crystalline. Each type houses unique microbes that ferment their chosen liquid into kefir. Milk kefir grains thrive on lactose in dairy, producing a tart, creamy, probiotic-rich drink. Water kefir grains feed on sugar, creating a light, fizzy, dairy-free beverage. The two types aren't interchangeable. Each has specific dietary needs and must be kept separate. Choose milk kefir for a thick, tangy drink with diverse probiotics. Choose water kefir for a lighter, customizable, dairy-free option. Both offer unique benefits and flavors, so pick what fits your taste and lifestyle. Remember, keep milk and water kefir grains apart. they're different cultures. Before we dive deeper, if you're enjoying this journey into the world of kefir, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us create more helpful guides just like this. When starting kefir, you'll choose between fresh, active grains or dehydrated, dormant ones. Fresh grains are ready to ferment immediately but can be fragile during shipping. If sourced locally, they're the fastest way to begin. Dehydrated grains are stable for shipping and storage, but need an activation process before use. Dried grains look like small, hard crystals and can be stored for months. To activate, rehydrate them in milk or sugar water for several days, discarding the first few batches. This requires patience, but once active, they're as robust as fresh grains. Fresh grains offer instant results. Dried grains offer reliability, especially when buying online. Both will give you a thriving kefir culture with proper care. Choose what fits your needs and situation best. Activating dehydrated kefir grains is a straightforward process, a journey that brings these dormant cultures back to life. However, it's important to remember that it requires patience and a gentle approach. Think of it as waking up a sleeping friend. It takes time and care. Begin by placing the dried grains in a clean glass jar. Then gently pour fresh whole milk over the kefir grains, ensuring they are fully submerged. It's crucial to avoid ultra-pasteurized milk, as the high heat treatment can denature proteins and inhibit the activation process. Opt for fresh whole milk for the best results. Cover the jar with a breathable cloth or a loose-fitting lid. This allows for air circulation while preventing contaminants from entering. Then let it sit undisturbed at room temperature for approximately 24 hours. After the initial 24-hour period, gently strain the grains using a mesh strainer. It's important to discard the first batch of milk, as it may contain residual preservatives or inactive cultures. Now repeat the process with fresh milk daily, providing the grains with the nutrients they need to rehydrate and become active. This consistent feeding is essential for their revival. Over the next few days, you'll notice that the grains will gradually plump up as they absorb moisture and nutrients from the milk. You'll also start to see more signs of fermentation, such as small bubbles forming in the milk and a slight change in its aroma. Continue this daily process for approximately 3-7 days, or until the grains consistently ferment the milk within a 24-hour time frame. You'll know the activation is nearing completion when the milk thickens noticeably and develops a pleasantly tangy aroma, characteristic of kefir. Once the grains are consistently fermenting the milk to a desirable thickness and tanginess within 24 hours, you've reached a significant milestone. At this point, they can be considered fully active and ready to produce delicious, probiotic-rich kefir on a regular basis. Now you can finally enjoy the fruits of your labor with a refreshing glass of homemade kefir. You can now confidently move to a regular fermentation schedule, incorporating kefir making into your daily or weekly routine. Remember that consistency in your process and careful observation of your grains are key to maintaining a healthy and productive kefir culture. Pay close attention to the appearance and behavior of your grains, and don't hesitate to adjust your fermentation process as needed to optimize their health and activity. Your patience and dedication will be richly rewarded with a lifetime supply of healthy, active grains, providing you with a continuous source of probiotic-rich kefir. Keep in mind that the activation process is a one-time endeavor, a foundational step in establishing your kefir culture. Once completed, your grains are ready for daily use, providing you with a continuous supply of this nutritious and delicious fermented beverage. So, embrace the transformation and enjoy watching your grains come to life, knowing that you're cultivating a vibrant and beneficial culture that will nourish you for years to come. Temperature is the biggest factor in kefir fermentation. Warmer environments speed up fermentation, making kefir tangier and more acidic. Cooler temperatures slow things down, resulting in a milder, creamier drink. Adjust the jar's location to control fermentation speed and flavor. Start with 1 tablespoon of fresh grains per 2-4 cups of milk. If using dehydrated grains, begin with 1 teaspoon in 1 cup of milk during activation. As grains grow, increase milk or remove excess grains to maintain balance. Too many grains make kefir ferment too fast and sour. Find your ideal ratio and timing for the flavor you love. Temperature and timing are your tools for perfect kefir. Handle your kefir grains gently, they're living colonies. Use a strainer to separate grains from kefir, stirring gently without squishing. Always use clean hands, jars, and utensils. Hot water and soap are enough. Stainless steel is safe for brief contact, but many prefer plastic or wood. Don't rinse grains between batches. The creamy coating is beneficial. Rinsing can strip away protective microbes and weaken the culture. Simply transfer grains from the strainer to a new jar with fresh milk. Good hygiene and gentle handling keep your grains healthy and productive. Treat your grains with care, and they'll reward you with great kefir. One of the beautiful things about kefir grains is their reusability. Kefir grains can be reused indefinitely. With proper care, these little powerhouses can keep producing delicious and nutritious kefir for years to come. After each batch of kefir is ready, simply strain the grains and just transfer them to fresh milk. This continuous cycle of fermentation and replenishment is what keeps the kefir culture thriving. To ensure optimal fermentation, the standard ratio is 1 tablespoon of grains. This is generally a good starting point, but you can adjust it based on your preferences and the ambient temperature. This amount of grains should be added to 2 cups of milk for a 24-hour ferment. This time frame allows the grains to effectively culture the milk, resulting in a well-balanced kefir. You can leave grains in milk up to 48 hours, which will result in a tangier, more sour kefir. Leaving them much longer than that can stress them, potentially weakening the culture over time. Feed them regularly with fresh milk to keep them vigorous and healthy. A well-fed culture is a happy culture, and a happy culture produces the best kefir. Need a break from making kefir? You can store grains and milk in the fridge for up to a week, which will slow down the fermentation process significantly. For longer storage, when you know you won't be making kefir for an extended period, you can either freeze or dehydrate them. Both are effective methods for preserving your kefir grains. To freeze, first rinse the grains with unchlorinated water to remove any excess milk, then gently dry them and coat in milk powder. The milk powder helps protect the grains during the freezing process. Finally, seal them in a freezer bag, removing as much air as possible. To dehydrate, again, rinse the grains and then dry them thoroughly. After drying, spread them out and air dry until they become hard and brittle. Both freezing and dehydrating preserve your culture for months, allowing you to take extended breaks from kefir making without losing your precious grains. When you're ready to start making kefir again, revive the grains. This usually involves a few cycles of fermentation before they fully return to regular fermentation. Proper storage ensures your grains are always ready for action whenever you decide to brew another batch of delicious kefir. Kefir grains are resilient and can withstand a lot, but just give them the care they need, and they'll reward you with a lifetime supply of healthy and delicious kefir. Healthy kefir grains are plump, off-white, and smell fresh and tangy. They should thicken milk within 24-48 hours and multiply over time. Mold is the biggest warning sign. Discard grains if you see fuzzy patches or smell anything rotten. Slimy, discolored, or inactive grains are also a bad sign. Start over if this happens. Separation of curds and whey isn't spoilage. It's just over-fermentation. Shake or strain to recombine or adjust timing and temperature to prevent it. Extra grains? Share them, eat them, blend into smoothies, or compost them. Never throw away healthy grains. They're valuable and full of probiotics. Growing grains mean your culture is thriving. Trust your senses, sight, smell, and taste, to judge grain health. A healthy culture is the foundation of great kefir. Celebrate your success by sharing grains and knowledge with others. Can you make kefir without grains? Yes, with powdered starter cultures, but it's not the same. Powdered starters have fewer microbes and aren't self-perpetuating. True kefir grains are ancient, complex, and can't be made from scratch at home. All grains today are descendants of original cultures, shared for generations. The best way to get grains is from another kefir maker. Ask around or check online groups. If needed, buy from reputable online retailers with good reviews. As you begin, remember, kefir is a partnership with a living culture. It teaches patience, observation, and respect for the unseen world. Experiment, adjust, and enjoy the process. Share your kefir and grains, and join the tradition of stewarding this gift of nature. Happy fermenting!